How's everybody going? Here we go. Hopefully everybody can hear me all right. Some lights on the situation. Better without the lights actually. A little bit of a different view this time. You sort of see the ballasting I've been doing there. Switched out quite a few cars earlier this morning. I'm talking real early this morning. Out of Lorna Foods at the Short Street Yard, so that's they've brought back into Scott Street Yard now. So cleaned all the track up down there. Cleaned here. Still got a lux a little bit in here. Got all that sort of stuff. So I haven't run a loco or anything up in there. So but I'll get that done. So yeah, that's just the ring light, and there's one behind me for X is my modelling light as well. So quite happy with it. So I've just come off a live stream, JJ's live stream. Just appreciate the nice comments that JJ said about this layout, and I just want to thank him and thank all the other subscribers and all the other people that are watching. Hi Wendy, how are you? Yeah, just thank yeah, all the people, and there was a bit of a discussion about Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook I have started a group. It's called the Willowcreek Industrial Spur. It's a private group, so you have to obviously ask to get into it. And I'm also on Instagram. I sort of did. I don't really have a personal. Yeah, I'm going quite good, thanks, Wendy. Yeah. I don't actually have a really like a personal Facebook account, so I thought I'll start one just for the layout and for people that like it. Because some people like Facebook, some people like Instagram, some people don't like either and like YouTube. So just want to try and keep everybody in the loop and stuff like that. That's the reason why I did it. But yeah, he's running a JJ's running a competition at the moment to get to. When he gets to 300 subs, so it's worth going over there, look at it as a live stream on replay and entering that. It's very, very simple to enter, so get across there, get him up to 300 subscribers, and you might win yourself a prize. But apart from that, yeah, like I was saying at the start, I've just been redoing the ballasting here. There's been a couple of I did a video yesterday morning on how I did the ballasting with the different mixtures I use and the tile grout and the weeds and bits and pieces. So it's turned out quite good, better than what it used to be. Like it was really starting to irritate me. I got too heavy-handed with the ballast like over 10 years ago, and it was built up. You couldn't really see the tyres or anything like that, and I was just like, oh. I just wasn't happy at all with it, so ripped it all out, redid it again, and yeah. Last weekend I was away at a train show, last Sunday, so that was quite good. Not much American, there was one American layout there, but because I'm from New Zealand, it tends to be a lot of our own sort of NZR layouts, which are, you know, reasonably good. Like, you know, every layout's good, but it was yeah, there's some good modelling there, some really good modelling. Managed to pick up a people and follow me on the hi Steve, how are you? People that follow me on the various bits and pieces know that I picked up an air slide, so a Concord air slide. So it's a kit, so I put that together. So So, and that runs quite good. I didn't use the bogies, or the trucks, I call them bogies, supplied with the kit. I changed them to, I made a set of Atlas ones, so I changed them over, but chuck some weights in it and it's fine. Runs good. It's for essentially for cement for MPA concrete, which is there beside the hopper that's unloading the ag at the moment. I also picked up that for $10. The guy that I brought it off was trying to get me to buy another one as well, and this is just it's a lifelike one, so I mean it's not the most detailed one, but that doesn't bother me because it's just going to be something for me to, hi Randall, how are you? Is this going to be something for me to learn how to weather? Hi Andy, how are you? So I wasn't too concerned about, you know, the couplers or anything like that, so for $10, it's alright. That's alright. I'll probably so yeah, I've got that one, but I'll weather it up and I'll probably end up selling. Yeah, I've got another one of these. Hi Dwight, how are you? I've got the I will stuff this up, I know I will. Weyerhaeuser, you know the ones I'm talking about. I've got one of those, but yeah, I just bought that just to, you know, practice my weathering. Oh, is that the mallard that the connecting rods went out the side of the loco, is it? Hi Derek, how are you? Oh, the chat's going pretty fast this morning. Yeah, so I picked that up. And I didn't really, there wasn't that many. I thought I thought I'd get more deals there, but it was sort of like, there's some stuff there and it was just like, you know, when you go to a normal train show, it's just like, you know, it's just like junk, but good junk. But yeah, I spent, it took me, that's about, well, it took me 4.5 hours to get up there and spent the night and came back again. Hi Digger, how are you? So, because of the city I live in, we only have a train show once a year. We've only got 3 train shows in the island I live in the South Island, so, well, might have one more, but yeah, 3 main ones anyway. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Digger. Yeah, it's sort of hit and miss a bit with the train shows and stuff. Like, sometimes, yeah, like I was saying, you get some real good stuff. Yeah, this train show, the recent one I went to last weekend, I hadn't been to in years. And I went up there and I sort of seen the same layout, and but there's some other good layouts there. But yeah, it's well worth it, you know. It's well worth seeing what other people are doing. Just sort of seeing in the flesh, and then yeah, picking up bits and pieces. Like there was like normal train shows, like there was scenery and stuff like that, but nothing that really took my fancy. Cat here, yeah, I've got a little cat here, little floss. So she doesn't jump up onto the layout at all. So she jumps up on my workbench, but I mean I'm too nice of a person to push her off. So she jumps up on there. That's modelling over for the day. Awesome, thanks Lee. I ran them on the floor. Oh, yeah. Talking of that, come on, you coming in? Are you going to come in or not? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I missed that comment then. Yeah. So talking about the little floss, she wanted in because I got the door shut. So yeah. So how was? Yeah. I've Yeah, it's I do another sort of hobby during the week after work, and it's sort of when the cat jumps onto your chest when you're doing weightlifting and stuff. That's sort of just time just to have a break from it, I think. She's. I say that she won't jump on the latch. She'll probably jump up now. What? How about then? Sorry about that. But, yeah, so there's not much else really happening, really. Yeah, like put out a video yesterday about the grouting and the ballast and the grout mixture. So that's yeah. Sorry to hear that, Steve. I've actually got It's not nice. Like that's why I sort of stop. If the cat jumps up on or any cat jumps on the loud, I sort of stop and spend time with them because to me it just makes sense. There's more to life than just shooing them off the layout and actually spending time with them. That's why I am. So yeah, so there's actually not that much. Apart from that, I forgot made a Facebook group. I don't know if I've already said it at the start, but it's a private group. So you have to obviously ask to join. So it's Willowcreek Industrial Spur. Yes, it is pretty early, Monsville, but it's all right. It's not too bad. Waiting on the sun to come up, so yeah. So it's so go over there and have a join. Like I was saying earlier, a few people. There's a bit of a discussion about like social media and stuff. I put a lot of photos on it on Facebook. And the various groups I'm in, so I put a few up there, and then some people don't like Facebook, and then some people do, and then I post a lot of photos on Instagram. Some people don't like Instagram, some people do, and then YouTube on the community page. So I'm sort of trying to keep everybody inclusive, so everybody gets a fair share of what's going on. I think that's so yeah. So that's the layout obviously behind me. It's a different view today. So I just recently, that's the ballast I've just been recently doing. I've just cleaned it all up down the far end there where the ring light is. That's Short Street Yard, and this little Flossie talking away. So I've cleared everything out of there and brought it back over, and I'll just give it a good clean because those cars were sitting down there for probably about a month. Because the way I do my operations is a rolling of the dice sort of system. So it's random, so they could sit down there for ages. So I brought them back. And just got to give it a little bit of a lux up and stuff like that. But like I was saying, I'm really happy with how this ballast turned out. It's far better than the stuff I had before. The stuff I had before was like it was high. It looked a little bit ridiculous, and it was really starting to irritate me after I learnt. On the Scott Street Yard how to do a bit more ballast and got a bit more confident. So just like everything, you get more confident and work out what you're gonna do. And the little Flossie's just, probably can't see on my shoulder. Here she is over on the window, waiting for the birds to wake up. Yeah, you would almost think so, Steve. They must be getting a little bit annoyed. Yeah, they're getting a little bit annoyed. Or either that or there's a lot of food being made, because that's Lorna Foods down there. So, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I only really do this twice a week, so Wednesdays and Sundays. So, sometimes I can come in here, like I did a switch yesterday, and I switched, just looking at my paperwork now, to switch one car. So, and it's sort of, if I take that off there, without spilling that. Hi Stuart, how are you? So that's my switch lists. So over here I've got what the dice is rolled, and then the car number, other car, initials, number, where it's coming from, or Scott Street, or the industry it's coming from. So yesterday I was saying I had one switch, so we got the UP, the box car there, so, and then the track, and then what it has to do. So it's very, very simple. So it's just essentially just two dice, roll the dice, whatever the dice comes to. You know, I've got at the back here, I've got like a legend of what all the dice do. You know, I've got how I operate it. So, say for instance, we've got MPO concrete. If I roll a 7 on the dice, okay, that's MPO concrete. If I roll a 1 to 6 on the dice, it's a 2-bay hopper. If it's 6 to 12, or 7 to 12, 6 to 12, it's an ag hopper. So that's how I run that. Sometimes, you know, and then if the signs are all full, everything's got to be pulled. So it sort of keeps it interesting. A couple of notes there, but sort of made it all up. Number 1 is the house depot, which is on the extension bit of the layout. So rolling 2 dice, you're not going to get a 1, and I very rarely put that that extension up. I had actually thought about, yeah, it's just, I just wanted to keep it real simple. I didn't want to be switching the same old cars over and over again, but it works for me. With that extension, I did think about ballasting it, but like I said, I hardly actually put it up, but it's there. It's there for when I do use it. So it all works fine. It all works fine. Yes, I do need a 12-sided dice, but I just got 2 little dices, dices, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, like I was saying just before, like some of those cars sit down there for ages. Some sit there for a week. I might be able to shift them for a week. And it also depends, if I'm working on this area down here, everything will come out. All the cars will come out, and obviously I haven't run down in here yet because I haven't got the lux and completely luxed it up, so you might see some bits and pieces down in there. But if you're watching my video, down there is where the ballasting was taking place. Yep, yeah, thanks Lee. So, yeah, as far as the steel supplier behind me, I've started doing the interior of that. So that'll be an upcoming video. I've got to put the little video out for October layout update. But I haven't got around to doing that yet. So I'm pretty happy with how it is so far. This bit here, this was actually originally the main part of the layout. Scott Street Yard, Short Street Yard and Scott Street Yard were just sort of like staging tracks, which has actually turned out to be, you know, this is not actually main part of the layout, it's, you know, part of the main layout. So I haven't got a name for this yet. Whether or not I have a name, I don't know, but the whole layout's obviously called Willowcreek Industrial Spur. So yeah, it works fine, works perfectly fine. I don't know if I've mentioned before, but I'm just straight DC power. It's a lot easier for me to do. The whole layout can be just taken apart in a matter of 20 seconds. That area comes off. This area from Scott Street back, that all comes off. Everything can come off. So if you ever have to shift, or if I ever wanted to take it to shows, which I've been asked if I would like to take it to a show, or would that be something I'd enjoy doing, I probably wouldn't take it to a show, purely because the fact that it's a switching layout. You'd have to have 2 operators, because you'd have switching, you'd have people to talk to. Yeah, well, it's been pretty dire down here. Monzville, at the start of the month, we had a state of emergency down here with the weather, so that's been pretty quite a bit going on. But like I was saying about the operations, you'd sort of have to have 2 people, and people that you'd trust to operate it, and you'd talk to them and stuff at shows. Otherwise, one would give way to the other, and you'd end up operating it, or end up operating it, not talking to people that come and talk to you, not talking to, like, you know, fellow modelers or anything like that, or you just, something will come undone, and I just wouldn't want to do that. I'd sort of want to give people the, you know, talk to people and give them the best, you know, best use of my time. Otherwise, I could just operate this at home for what, you know. So that's my view on that. I'll see what the chat's doing. Sorry if I'm missing stuff. It's just yeah. So there's not really that much else going on at the moment. Yeah, like I was just on JJ's stream. So go across there, give him a like and subscribe. He's got a competition going at the moment. When he gets to 300 subscribers, he's got a giveaway. So that's well worth. Thank you, Stuart. All these. I'll go back and have a look at the comments after this. So yeah, JJ's competition. It's easy to enter. He's got all the stuff on there, his email address. So it's well worth entering. Not only that, but just to give him a subscribe and have a look at his content. It's a really good channel. I mean, it must be good if I get up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning to watch it. So I really enjoy it. So go across there and enter his competition. So there's a few other competitions going on at the moment, or bits and pieces going on around Halloween. So I think Dwight has got something going on, something with a box car. To go across there and check that out. Also, check out his live streams. Dwight's live streams, they're really good. They provide me with entertainment on Monday mornings before work. He always makes me laugh. But he's just really nice. Seems like a really nice person to. So that's so yeah. So. Got any other sort of questions? I sort of with these sort of formats, I sort of just come on and just talk about things. I've been asked if I do live streams of my switching. It's to me, I'd sooner do a video of the switching, because the same thing as it being at a show. I'd be doing switching and I'd miss half the comments, and then, you know, sort of want to keep people engaged and and that sort of stuff, even though people can get sick of my voice sometimes. But yeah, so anybody got any other questions or queries, or when the next video is coming out, or what they want to see more of or less of, or do they want me to do, you know. I'll be starting. Yep, that'll be, yeah. I don't sort of advertise my live streams, Lee. I sort of just, 9 times out of 10, it's either going to, it's Sunday. Sorry about that. It's Sunday, so yeah, I just jump on because I know there's a few. Yeah, definitely, Steve. Like you'd be constantly shifting the camera, moving the camera around, trying to get the best vantage points. With the videos, you can sort of. Yeah, actually, Andy, there's switching video. I have done a couple of switching videos, but they're way back on my channel. So they're well worth a look if you want to have a little look at that. But that was sort of like a impromptu switching. If I was actually going to do a proper switching video, I'd have the extension right up, all the cars out, well, you know, and I'd go through, that actually might be a good idea, go through how I actually set up the switch list, how I prepare, how long it actually takes to switch industries, because I know it takes a wee while to switch them, because I like to run at scale speeds or prototypical speeds. Hi, MA and NC Rail fan, how are you? Thanks for joining. So everybody just remind everybody just to like and subscribe and share the page, and welcome everybody to the live stream. Hey JJ, how are you? So yeah, but if a switching video might be on the cards, I'd have to select an area. That would be the opportune you know, video area. Yeah, the weekend chores. MA and NC, do you post trains? How, as in, how do you mean there? Do I have got, yeah, social media and stuff like that, so if that's what you're asking, yep. So yeah, with that, what was it? That competition that JJ's running, I did forget to put in that this message for you. JJ did forget to put in that was actually I'm entering the HO scale one, obviously. So when you see the email, that's why I didn't do it. Didn't put the HO in. But it's yeah, good competition. I mean, I should do one when I get to 200 subs. I'm sitting at 165, 66 now. So I think it's a good thing to do. Like I've got plenty of stuff that I could, you know, give away, but it's, you know, it's just the freight, you know, the cost to get over there. But I mean, that's neither here nor there, I suppose, really. So I've got plenty of bits and pieces down here that I collect for one day, like everybody, I suppose. Always got those wagons that you need. Excuse the face, I'm just trying to any train videos. Train videos, just MANNC, just model railway train videos. I don't go out. Yeah, that's right, Steve. Yeah, but it would probably be cheaper because I know I sent some stuff to my brother in Western Australia. I think it cost about $80. I mean, and that's only 8 hours away. Oh, only 8 hours. It's a wee way away from New Zealand. No, there's no train videos. I don't go out and hunt rail fan or anything like that. Over here, the trains aren't, you know, exactly the, you know, when you see them all the time, it's sort of gets a little bit boring. I was in Houston at Christmas time, and we were staying right next to the railway tracks, and yeah, guess what I was doing every time I heard the loco out there having a look. People must have thought I was crazy out there with a t-shirt on in that weather, but I just stood there and watched them because I'd never seen those big locos or anything like that before, and I was taking videos and all that sort of stuff. I really enjoyed it. But, yeah, compared to our locos over here, or it's, yeah, they're massive. Yeah, so I don't go out and look around. Yeah, so I generally go for about an hour. So we're sitting on about 31, so keep the questions coming, everybody, and thanks for all the likes. There's 11 people here and 11 likes, so I'm pretty happy with that. So, got any questions on the layout? Or hi Kyle, how are you? Happy to see you back again. Gonna have to get a haircut this weekend, I know that for sure. Oh, MANNC, they've got 52 subscribers, so go across and give them a sub. It all helps. And Lee's got a new video, so go across and have a look at that. Yeah, if you live in Auckland or Wellington, yeah, you'll see trains all the time. Down here, we just got really just block trains from the Frontiera, and then essentially that's it. Frontiera and Coal. If they're going to Clandyboy, I think they're still doing that, but that's nothing interesting. Just block trains. You need help from me. Yeah, no, everybody's here to help. There's far better people doing it than me. Trust me. There's far, you know. Everybody's, you know, there's good modelers all out and about. You get your, like everything, you'll get your big names in your modelling, but you know, so you look at some of the layouts and go across, look at some of the layouts and you're like, well, you know, you pick up so many good ideas of people, no matter, you know, the skill level or anything like that. Everybody's different, and I don't think anybody could ever be a master modeler. I really don't. Yeah, mine's where I sort of I don't really go to the North Island that much actually. Only if I'm passing through to go overseas. I don't tend to go up there that much. You can understand what I mean. But yeah. So we got keep the questions coming, everybody. I'm more than happy to answer any questions about the layout or modelling in general, how I started, how I do things. What's my motivation to do it? No, I'll go to an hour. I think that's fair. I use Pico code 100. everything was Pico Code 100. It's reliable, it's bulletproof, it's, you know, I don't get into the argument of different codes and things like that. I believe that, yeah, the track's a model, but if you do your ballasting right, you can sort of hide a little bit of it. So yeah, all Code 100. I'm not into the other stuff. What started my ball rolling, Andy, was back when I was younger. I was talking when I was 5. My granddad always used to have N-scale trains. Radio Monzel, I'll catch you later. Yeah, my granddad used to have always N-scale trains. We used to go up there and over the school holidays, and really, he would take us into the room, and being real short, you look up and you'd think, you know, massive layout, and you know, you weren't allowed to touch certain things, but he would always show you around the layout, and that's sort of what got me interested in it. And then I dabbled in like NZR, which is S-scale, for a wee bit, and then I decided I'd start getting back into HO scale, or getting into HO scale, and then with just looking at YouTube videos and seeing what's actually out there now, and seeing the space I had, I didn't have, you know, that much space, and I thought, oh, this shelf layout ideas, you know, that will suit me fine, because if I ever have to shift, it's not a massive layout that I've got to take down or chop up. This can be taken down, and yeah, good old granddad, yeah. This can be taken down and moved within half an hour if I really wanted to. And I wanted something that I'd actually be able to, because I was just starting back into it, and I hadn't really done any scenery before, or like anything that was like buildings or anything, like I hadn't done any buildings before. I thought I'd start small, and then I'd be able to keep the motivation up. And it seemed to work out fine for me, and I just got more and more confident with the buildings I made and stuff like that. You would almost think that I would have done N-scale because of granddad's stuff, but I sort of stayed away from that. My brother, he actually has a good channel too. His layout's been dismantled now. It's the Union Pacific N-scale Willowcreek subdivision on YouTube. So it's worth having a look at that, because he's a very, very good modeler as well. Like, very, very good. Operated his layout when I was in Perth last year. Yeah, absolutely loved it. So it's worth having a check of his layout, even though it's dismantled now. Yeah, like I was saying, all these different codes and stuff, it's just, yes, that's right, Andy, yeah. And it's just, everybody's different, they've got their different views on different things. Like Granddad's N-scale layout, because I was small, I thought, oh, this is real good. But you look back and you're like, yeah, you're like, oh, why did he do that? Or that's back when helixes, inclines were the thing. I remember the incline, the train going through the tunnel, you know. It was a good layout, but yeah. Trying to keep up here. Yeah, the code I got to. Yeah, that's where was I? Yeah, the codes. Yeah, like I was saying, code 100, bulletproof. You can't really go too wrong with it. All my track, everything, all the sidings, everything is code 100. Even if you look at my previous videos or my posts, you'll see that all this track, like it wasn't all wooden sleeper. There was concrete sleeper, some of it, but I painted it, so it all looks like wooden sleeper. I mean, you're not going to really tell the difference if it's concrete sleeper or wooden sleeper, unless you're really going to get down to it. And I mean, if you're going to get down to it that close, then come on now. That's yeah. But that's just my view. That's my opinion. I just wanted something that was reliable. Yeah, and then sadly Granddad passed away in about 98, so we got his layout and all those bits and pieces, and it just didn't have the same, I think it didn't even have the same appeal anymore. Didn't have the same feeling. It was sort of like, yeah, because it was a big thing to go see Granddad in his layout. That was a big thing, but when you got it in your, in your own house, it's like sort of lost the appeal a bit, if you get what I mean. But yeah, so and I just started because I got a idea in my mind of how I want the layout to look and what I do and don't like on layouts. And, it's like I sort of won't mention what I don't like on layouts because I don't want to be that person, but it's yeah, I've sort of kept true to it. Yeah, it operates real well. Like this ballasting here, I know I keep going on about the ballasting, but this ballasting here is it was quite, built, made me a bit more confident in doing things, ripping that up and redoing it. Yeah, different people, different tastes. Yeah, that's what keeps a hobby enjoyable, though. I think Andy, everybody's got different ideas. Yeah, there's just purely, like with the scenery and stuff down the far end. Yeah, I knew what I wanted. I knew it had to be a switching layout. Obviously, it had to be a switching layout. So, but like down the end there, the scenery and stuff, like that's just testing scenery. That's like the basic space scenery. And I'll come back along and I'll redo the scenery again. Like when I redo it, add bits to it. Because I only use, if you haven't seen my videos, I've only used probably about 5 different landscape materials. I don't have a static grass applicator. I do use static grass, but I just use the, pick it out of the bag and stab it into the glue. I mean, for what it is, that works perfectly fine. I'm not making big fields or anything like that, so I'm quite happy with how that works. And then a couple of 2 different kinds of ballast, medium and fine, and then I mix it with tile grout. And then a couple of clump foliage and burnt grass and some polyfiber. Oh, some sisal rope bushes down there that I tried out. So it's all just been really just a test. Some commercial grass tufts, but it's just been a test. It's just learning as you go along. Same when it comes to like scratch building. I love doing the when I operate it. Yeah, it's sort of, I enjoy operating it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just I enjoy doing the buildings, trying to get the buildings. I know I've got to come back and do a lot of weathering on some of the buildings. Some of the buildings have already weathered. But it's operations. They're quite good, but it's scratch building. I also enjoy making something from absolutely nothing, or kit bashing, like I've done with the steel supplier and things like that. So I can sort of turn if you want to see the steel supplier, which is Mr. Steel Supplies here. So put them on for the last 15 minutes. So yeah, this is the said steel supply. So it's a I've mentioned this in previous videos, but it's the Pike Stuff engine shed. So this is off the shop's car shop here to the left. These are the windows that go on the top. If you've got the kit or familiar with the kit, that's those windows there. I sort of adapted them to fit in there. As I was saying, this is the engine shed. So you can imagine that bit there was the guttering that matched up with the roof. So I raised it up to give it height for the crane. The Walther's crane in there, the big crane, I can't remember what it's called, heavy duty, might have been heavy duty. That's been modified to fit in there. It runs forward and back, you know, pushes forward and back. So, and then we've got the internals. This is a sheet of ply that I've got to put I-beams and channels in here. There's a little doorway there. Little doorway because the little office fits on there. I'm going to put the interior in the office and make it look like there's internal access to the shed. So that's what that is. Only thing I'm really disappointed in that I should have thought about is that beam there. They're quite thick beams, and I've been looking at prototype photos and it's just like, yeah, the beams are not that, but it had to be there because it had to be structurally, you know, sound, strong. So I might just have to, you know, just deal with that. I'm happy with it regardless, but it's just like, I wish I'd have thought about that a bit more, but in the end, it needed to be strong. Because all these buildings are all removable. Every single building is removable. We go across here. Yeah, this is the Walther's car shop kit that I weathered up using oils. When I do my brick buildings, I paint it in basically 3 colours of brown. I've used Model Master because I want to get rid of it. So I painted it in 3 different colours, sort of just splotchy, just did like figure of 8s. Probably and did all that, painted it all up. The windows are painted German grey, I know that for a fact. And there was a bit of, hi Todd, how are you? There's a bit of, on the top here, on the cornices, there's a bit of filling and stuff that I did there to make it fit in nicely. And then I did an oil wash to fill into all the mortar lines. Then I came back along with, hi Todd, yeah. I did say hi Derek, I think. I'm pretty sure I said hi Derek, but anyway, hi Derek. So, yeah, I filled in the mortar lines with the oil wash, then came along with a Humbrol enamel weathering wash over the top of it. So it turns out quite good. This concrete here, well, where the pallets are that have fallen over, that's still got to be done all in there. But I like doing the scenery, then I'll come back and I'll think about it and I'll come back and I'll do a little bit more and a little bit more. Yeah, this yeah, once I get into the painting mode, JJ, I just keep painting. I've got to finish off, you know, the building and get it done. And I like, some people might say, I'll turn the camera. Hold on. Oh, we've got a bit of switching action going on down there. That's all the cars from Lorna Foods and bits and pieces down there. So, as far as locos go, I've got Athearn, Genesis. I've only got 3 locos, so 2 Athearn and 1 Atlas. Anyway, that's what that is all about. The that building there, Mantelup Foods. You see that it's all. Yeah, I use the airbrush for all my buildings. I use the airbrush. I pick up. I do mute. Thanks, Derek. Appreciate that. I'd use mute colours. Like people might call them boring colours, but they're all Tamiya mute colours. Because if you see in the real world, to my eye, nothing's really, it's all sort of the same sort of colour area, you know, whatever colour. So I do that. Yeah, I love my airbrush. It's a good thing. But yeah, like I was saying, we're pointing into the Scott Street yard now. So that's the turn your wee bit. So that's basically the yard as it sits now. Down the very end there by that Burlington Northern air slide, there's that wooden bit there. That's for the extension bit that goes on it. So I'll get another little bit of extension on that. About another 3 feet, I think. So in that view there, you can sort of see the ballast and how I do that in there as well, and the tyres are just lying on the ground there. Some the dumpster there that I weathered up. So here's a couple of bits and pieces. You know, that the track closest to the parking lot there, that's the interchange track. So anything that comes off the layout or is going to go back into the storage boxes goes onto that track there and gets taken away. So there's a bit of switching to do there. But like I said, I was just playing around with it this morning, just mucking about. Yeah, I do all my airbrushing down in my garage. I've got my setup down there. I've got a fan, and I don't have a spray booth, but I've got a fan and lighting and all that sort of stuff. So I do my spraying down there. So it's quite good. Like the room I'm in at the moment, I don't really think I'd use a spray booth in here. Because this is my wife's hobby room as well. She does sewing and stuff, so I don't think I'd be very popular if I started flying around paints all over the place. But, yeah, my garage is, you know, yeah, it's a good place just to do it. So that's why I do it down there. But, yeah, so not much happens really too much on this area here. I will come back and jazz up the scenery a bit. Like I say, I just zoomed, or I didn't, you know, I just went through and just did the basic sort of stuff. When I'm talking about the ballast thing, I said in my video, you'll see a few weeds in the bottom right corner there. When I do my ballasting, if I miss a part, I miss a part. That's part of the randomness. I'll go back and fill up with weeds and stuff, because if you keep going back and doing your ballast, you end up looking like a thanks Steve, I appreciate that. Please, you like it. Yeah, it's going to end up looking like a main line, and that's not what I wanted. So, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. People, yeah. Yeah, I've got some little people here, but yeah, whether I use them or not, I'm unsure. But yeah. When it comes to lighting, it's just this area here is under a massive ring light, purely because this is obviously where I'm sitting now is my workbench. I need light for the workbench, and it lights up the layout as well. Down the end there, where we were before, there's just a small ring light just to light up that area down there, because it gets quite dark down there to see switching and stuff. And then the main layout is run by LED lights, but I don't really put them. I put them on a couple of times. So I'll put, yeah, and yeah, the back scene there you see there is all black. I have been asked, am I going to do sky? Well, I'm not too sure if I will. I sort of like the clean look. Sort of, if you got sky, to me, it's hard to sort of describe. If you got something like down there, like that food place, your eye's going to be directly taken to that, because it's a colour, different colours there. If it's the sky, it sort of takes it sort of away. So I'll sort of keep the blackness. Yeah, I just do my this is just off my phone, just live stream off my phone. So I don't have all the massive cameras or anything like that. So I'll spin you back around another 5 minutes and that's it, perfect. Another 5 minutes and I'll head off. So just another couple of things. Just remember just to like, subscribe and share the video. It all helps. Doesn't cost anything to do those things. Head across to JJ's channel. Enter his competition when he gets to 300 subscribers. So if he gets to 300, we'll be the gate at the red. It looks awesome. Yeah, the gate at the very end there. That I'll spin you back around. Thanks, Lee. I appreciate that. I'm not too sure how many people like my righto, Randall. Thank you very much for that. So going back to the, I appreciate everybody watching my stream. I mean, if I give people some ideas or they enjoy it, I'm pleased about that. So we're going. This little gate here operates. So let's scratch built that gate. So we go back to, thanks Andy, appreciate that. Todd, do you use a static grass applicator? What brand do you use? Okay. No, I don't use a static grass applicator. I have not got a static grass applicator at all. I use I'll grab it for you. Now I did. Thanks, Kyle. I appreciate that. Appreciate everybody that comes in and shares their time. And so I actually bought a Woodland Scenics. So I got 4mm green. I bought a Woodland Scenics starter kit. And I got 7mm light green. Thanks, Derek. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I won't be on here for too much longer. Yeah, I just pinch the static grass, pinch it in my hand, and then just put the glue down, and I just stab it in like that. And I've achieved, well, in my mind, realistic results just doing that. With the kit, yeah, I had that Lee. It came in the kit. It had a little applicator thing. You just shake it, but it's I just prefer the method that I just described just then. For me anyway. You know what I mean, the layout's not big enough for me to justify even buying a static grass applicator. Oh, another view. Buying a static grass applicator, even making one, I'm not interested in. And that's just, yeah. But that's how I do that. Yeah, the gate tile is made out of styrene. In fact, all that area down there, that's, yeah, if I try to do that, Lee, trust me, there'll be sparks and all sorts of carry on going on. So I'll give you a close look down here, Todd. So we've got the curb and channeling there. That's all styrene scratch built. The tar seal there, or this road there, is EVA foam, just painted with a crisscross of black paint to get it looking like that. I'm going to come back and redo some of this. Thanks, Todd. The guardrail is Rick's products. The little drain there, that's all scratch built. I used a little template and scribed the circle, and then put Tamiya extra thin and dabbed it on. Obviously that melts the plastic and gives it that cast iron texture look. and then weathered it up. So I'm pretty happy with this area. I was actually originally, there's my new Conrail air slide that I've been putting on, and that's the end of the layout, obviously. But it's very, very reliable. I'm very happy with it. I'm actually quite surprised how well it actually works. So, yeah. So yeah, and then you just as it comes to like military modelers, you can learn a lot from military modelers, us railway modelers. So, like I was saying, I was only going to be on here for an hour, but thank you everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I appreciate people coming along, joining in. Makes it sort of worthwhile for me because I'm sort of a lone wolf. I don't have a group. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. I don't have a group or anybody that comes around and operates it or anything like that. So it's good for me just to connect to people, and if they like what I'm doing, then I'm thanks to White. If they like what I'm doing, that's good. But like I said, like and subscribe. Check out that Facebook page, Willowcreek Industrial Spirit, as a private group. You do have to ask to get into it. Thanks, JJ. Yeah. Also talking about JJ, go sub to his page, and you might be into a chance to win a loco. And everybody else, just keep modelling. Got any feedback, positive? Like, I'm more than open for critiquing, criticism. It's you're not going to hurt my feelings if you say something looks rubbish or anything like that. It's I'm more than happy to answer questions. It's all about learning. Like I was saying earlier, I don't believe that anybody's ever going to be a master modeler. Otherwise, you wouldn't make mistakes. So, enough of me carrying on. The light's coming up now. Todd, we are in your group here. I enjoy visit to New Zealand. Wait a minute there, Todd. I enjoy my visit to New Zealand to see your modelling. It's a nice break from Canada. Thanks for being my favourite Kiwi. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, New Zealand's not too. I enjoy my visit to New Zealand to see your modelling. Yep, it's in the future, I don't know, really. But anyway, enough of me rambling. Appreciate everybody. But I'll carry on. I'll go check my messages, respond to everybody I can. I like to respond to everybody that messages me. And I'll see you on the next one. So happy modelling, and we'll see if the sun comes up. Appreciate that. Thanks.